Top 10, you know you liked it a lot. Time to see who is the best and the worst at stuff, you know. Baseball, basketball, football, hockey, NASCAR, wrestling, if I have to. So please join me, why don't you read this is Cutter's Top 10. Hey there, Heather, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. We're ready to rumble. Oh. Hey there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond, and this top 10 block starts on Sunday, May 29th, 2016. Just finished watching the Memorial Cup and London. That's how I feel about London. Sorry, it's a habit I have because I'm from Kitchener, so. London won the Memorial Cup, 3-2 in overtime, thanks to a goal by Keith Kachuk's son, Matthew. It could have been Christian Dvorak, but who cares? London wins the Memorial Cup. I knew they were going to win. Blue Jays lost today to Boston in extra innings, so their 4-game winning streak has been snapped. Blue Jays are in 3rd place in the East. At least they're ahead of the Yankees. And the Yankees come to town for 3 games this week. Well, Toronto has to go to Fenway Park for the weekend. Monaco happened. Lewis Hamilton won Monaco. Knew it. But the big shock was Alexander Munoz winning the Indy 500. The first rookie since 2001 to win the Indy 500. I think Hinchcliffe was top 5, but didn't matter. And the Coca-Cola 600's on right now. That's NASCAR's crew on Memorial Day weekend. Anyway, not much else to say. How about a top 10? It's the top 10 worst driving mistakes in New York Rangers history. Number 10, Chris Contos, 1982. Chris Contos was drafted 15th overall by the New York Rangers in 1982. He only spent 3 years with the Rangers farm system before going to Finland. And then he played for 15 different professional teams, including 4 different NHL teams. He had a couple of one-trick ponies. In 1989, in the playoffs against the Edmonton Oilers, he came from nowhere to score a lot of power play goals to help the Kings shock the Oilers in the first round of the playoffs. And then he scored 4 goals in the first game of Tampa Bay in history, beating the Chicago Blackhawks 7-3. And Ed Belfour was playing that game, so it wasn't like it was some stupid backup that Tampa crushed. He scored 27 goals in 92-93 with the Lightning. That was his career high. The Rangers were mad because the next pick was Dave Anderchuk, former Sabre and Leaf legend, and Lightning legend, I guess you can call it that. Number 9, Jason Moore, 1987. Jason Moore had a 400-game career as a stay-at-home defenseman, mostly with San Jose. He only played 1 game for the team that drafted him 10th in 1987. He was in the minors, and then he got traded to Minnesota and then to Montreal. He did play for the Sharks a lot, but the Rangers couldn't wait to get more. 5 picks later, Joe Sakic went to Quebec. So amazing. They could have had Joe Sakic in New York. I think New York almost had Joe Sakic, or was it Vancouver, before Colorado signed a sheet, or was it Peter Forsberg? Number 8, Bobby Sanguinetti, 2006. Sanguinetti was a great defenseman while playing for Owen Sound. He put up 142 points as an offensive defenseman in 202 games. The Rangers decided to draft him 21st overall. In his first season with the AHL affiliate, Sanguinetti scored 42 points in 78 games. Not bad for a defenseman. He was doing good, but he was traded to Carolina after playing 5 games with the Rangers. So far, Sanguinetti is a good AHL player, but not an NHL player. And then after Sanguinetti came Philly, and they chose from Gatineau of the Quebec Hockey League. I forgot. Claude Giroux. That would have been funny. That's funny when Bobby Clark did it, but funny as it sounds, Claude Giroux went on to a great career. Number 7, the Ferraro Twins, 1992. The Rangers select the twin brothers Peter and Chris Ferraro Peter was selected in the first round, and surprisingly, Chris was still on the draft board. And he went in the fourth round to the Rangers. Both were good minor league players, but they couldn't crack the Rangers lineup. They were both placed on waivers in 97, and funny enough, they both were claimed by the same team, Pittsburgh. Wonder Twins did not activate for the Rangers. Number 6, Al Montoya. Al Montoya is a pretty good backup goalie. He was picked 6th overall by the Rangers, because the Rangers were needing a good backup for Henrik Lundqvist. And of course, Al Montoya is the one who broke my heart. Well, Montoya played for the U.S. junior team. Remember when U.S. beat Canada in the gold medal game 4-3 thanks to the Marc-Andre Fleury blunder? That broke my heart. It really did. Montoya would only play 3 seasons in the Ranger system before being traded to the Coyotes. He played a career-high 31 games for the New York Islanders in 2012, though. In hindsight, if the Rangers knew how good Henrik Lundqvist was really going to be, they should have stayed away from goaltending. Because they could have had Mike Green, a good defenseman, offensive defenseman. Montoya is playing for Florida right now, backing up Roberto Luongo. Just to tell you that when I looked at the list, I deleted Dylan Makarov's name. I know I was ragging on Dylan Makarov a lot for my BSU homies. But the fact of the matter is that because he's starting to pick up where he left off, I don't think he's a major mistake yet. So basically, I've sipped my lip. Number 5, Dan Blackburn, 2001. Blackburn had such an unfortunate story. He was taken 10th overall in 2001 by the New York Rangers. He spent the majority of his first pro season with the Rangers. But as an 18-year-old, it's weird. And it's not too often a teenager actually plays goalie in the NHL. The following season, Blackburn had mediocre numbers. And during training camp in 2003, Blackburn had a shoulder injury which caused permanent nerve damage. And so Blackburn missed the season because of injury, and he wanted to make a comeback, but of course with the NHL strike going on, he tried it with the ECHL's Victoria Salmon Kings. But thanks to the nerve damage that had a crater the size of a softball, Blackburn couldn't use his catcher properly and tried to use 2 blockers. His experiment failed, and in 2005 he retired at the age of 22. Dan Hamhuis and Alex Hemsky were drafted after Dan Blackburn. Number 4, Michael Stewart, 1990. No, not the Toronto Raptors failure, but a defenseman from Michigan State University, 13th overall. He did fine for the AHL affiliate, but he couldn't get a shot with the Rangers. He didn't play in the NHL at all. He did do pretty well playing pro hockey in Austria before retiring in 2010. The 1990 draft was one of the best in history. The Rangers missed out on Martin Brodeur, Keith Tkachuk, and the Leaf fan in me knows this, Felix Potvin. Jeez. Would have been amazing. But I guess the Rangers would have had to spur the goaltenders because Van Riesberg and Richter were a perfect combo. Keith Tkachuk would have played. Jeez. Talk about Tkachuk. Number 3, Jamie Lundmark, 1999. Jamie Lundmark was a great offensive player. 9th overall in 1999. Weird with the 9s and all that. Followed up his junior career with a great season in the AHL. He was good. He got his first taste of the NHL, scoring 18 points in 55 games. But unfortunately, he didn't do anything. He was stuck with a limited role with the Rangers and was traded to Phoenix in 2005. He would then have a stint in Calgary where he would have a lot of success. But he had too much inconsistency. And then he went to Europe in 2011. The first round of the 99 draft was terrible, especially with Patrick Stefan. Was it the Patrick Stefan draft? Yes, it was the Patrick Stefan draft. But the Rangers did miss out on Barrett Jackman, who would go on to win the Calder Trophy for St. Louis. Number 2, Hugh Jessamine, 2003. If you look at the 2003 draft, okay, I'm just going to my computer because I need to rattle off the names of the players in the 2003 NHL first round draft. Just amazing. And I'll tell you who they could have had. Well, there were some players that, of course, they couldn't have. So here's who went in the first round. Before Hugh Jessamine, you have Marc-Andre Fleury, you have Eric Stahl, Nathan Horton, Thomas Vanek, Milan Mahalik, Ryan Sutter, Braden Colburn, Dion Phaneuf, Andre Kostichin, Jeff Carter. So that was terrible. Here's where the Rangers could have taken after adjustment. Dustin Brown, Brad Seabrook, Zach Parise, Ryan Getzlaff, Brad Burns, Ryan Kessler, Kitcheners, Mike Richards, Corey Perry, and to a lesser extent, Louis Erickson, Patrice Bergeron, Shea Weber, Corey Crawford, David Backes, Jimmy Howard. Those were just second round guys. There haven't been too many good guys after the second round, but you know what I'm talking about, eh? You have to know what I'm talking about. Well, he had a lot of development, but he was traded to the Nashville in 2008. He actually played 2 games for the Panthers, and fortunately, and at the time when he did it with the Panthers, before he went to the Panthers and played in the NHL for them, he actually was the only first-round pick to not play an NHL game in the 2003 draft. Wow. And number 1, Pavel Brando, 99. He was coming in like a wrecking ball from Calgary. He did pretty well. And the Rangers picked him 4th overall. However, Brando didn't play with the Rangers. He was in the Lindros deal that sent Lindros to New York from Philly. It was in Philly he was doing pretty well. His best season was in 2003 when he recorded 12 points in 43 games. Yick. So basically that's it for this top 10. My BSU brethren will probably be saying a lot more Rangers draft mistakes. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Stay tuned for more top 10s.